Welcome, many thanks indeed for calling through. Today is Friday. I'm previewing Saturday, the 14th of February, with 4 bets for you on this channel today. This is Peter's Racing Tips free-to-air YouTube channel, online as often as I can with free information, and I am burning it up big time with massive wins week after week, month after month, and year after year. I've got 4 bets for you running on Saturday. They run at Kempton, Lingfield, Warwick and Wetherby. Doing a bit of decorating behind me in the office, so it's a little bit bare of all my memorabilia, etc. But makes no difference, because what I've got for you is all up there, intellectual property, in other words, in my mind. 4 horses running on Saturday. Kempton, 1 bet on the nose to win on a horse I think is a proverbial good thing. A little bit shorter than the others, but I think it'll do the trick, no problem at all. And that is my maximum bet of the day on this channel. However, there are 3 other horses to talk to you about. One is at 8 to 1 at Wetherby, one is 9 to 1 at Warwick, and also I've got one at Lingfield Park where the bookies haven't priced up yet, but it should be around about the same, 8, 9, 10 to 1 to your money. So a real big chance of a lucky 15 or your Trixie and the extra bet as well. They're the big straight win bet for you. So 4 bets to tell you about coming up to in just one moment. Hope you're okay. There was no video last night. I'm only coming on when I've got something to say. There's no point coming on here unless I'm confident that the selections are going to be strong enough, even if they are free. I'm not just going to come on for all intents and purposes and just crash away. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm only coming on when it's time to come on. And I believe on Saturday, I think it's Valentine's Day, isn't it? I think it's St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Let's see if we can massacre those bookmakers on a free-to-air video channel. Of course, New Year's Day wasn't Valentine's Day, it was New Year's Day, and I've come up with a 200 to 1 treble for you on the first day of the year. And just a couple of weeks later, let's see if we can do it again on another big Saturday's action. And I'm going to start first of all with a straight win bet. So if you've got your pens and papers ready, I'll get my form banks in front of me. I've got the odds checker next to me as well. I'm ready to go if you are. I'll start first of all with a horse that I think will win. It's a straight win bet, and it's not normally that I'll go short prices, and it's not that short. It's around about 15 to 8 to your money, but should do the trick. I think it's a little bit better than the opposition, and I think it's been let in very, very lightly for its handicap debut today. So go, or I should say on Saturday. So go to the 350 at the meeting at Kempton Park, and I'm just going to double check on this. It's a handicap hurdle, but over 2 miles, this horse to me looks to have at least £7 or £10 in advantage over the opposition in this race. The horse I like very much is number 5 on your card, Man Alive. It's number 5, as they say in the bingo halls, or on its own, number 5. But it's Man Alive, number 5. It's number 5. It's called Deere Mark, trained by Sam Thomas and ridden by another Sam Tristan Davis. So the 2 Sams are coming together. Sam the Lavvy Man. Sam the Lavvy Man. That was a bit of a poem when you was at school, wasn't it? We won't go into that one. Sam the Lavvy Man. Number 5, anyway, Deere Mark. Runs off a mark of 119 on its handicap debut on Saturday afternoon in this 350 at KP, Kempton Park. And I think that's a really, really lenient mark by the assessor, who must have been on the Christmas card list from Sam Thomas for this, because Sam Thomas, the trainer, of course, has got this in very, very lightly indeed. And I think Deere Mark's going to be a little bit too canny for these, that's for sure. 7 winners from 52 goes at the Cherry this year, Sam Thomas, a very promising trainer, former jockey, of course. Number 5, Deere Mark, very much an improving type. It's only a 6-year-old, but only just turned 6, so it's got lots of mileage ahead of it, and very, very useful form in bumpers, got a lot of speed about it. I just think it's going to be way too good over this 2-mile trip at Kempton Park, which is going to suit this horse down to the ground. Ran really well at Hereford last time up when it won a 14-runner novice. Absolutely bolted up really, although it won by half a length from Gaelic Park. It never looked like getting beat. And I think that Deere Mark's going to be too good for these rather exposed rivals. And I think it's going to go on up to a much better grade of handicap after this one. Number 5, Deere Mark. I've got it 15 to 8 at the moment, and I think it's more like a 5 to 4 poke, to be honest with you. Not my, I'm not a short shot man. My average price selection on this channel is 7 to 1, and I have a strike rate of 42% on win and place on all bets. 42%, average price 7 to 1 on all bets advised. So that means nearly half of my horses which are priced at 7 to 1 or better, finish in the frame or win. And that's over 2 years or so. Got a bit of a hair in my eyes. I don't know how hair's managed to get below my glasses here. I wear these glasses for reading, not to impersonate Buddy Holly. Although I am a big fan of Buddy Holly, I'm not impersonating today. I may do another day. And, you know, what would your favourite Buddy Holly track be? That'll Be the Day, or Peggy Sue, or so many more, which don't spring to mind at the moment, but they should do. But I'm at the moment in horse racing mode, not Buddy Holly mode, although I really do like Buddy Holly, no problem at all. Died way too young, way too young. And on that note, we lost poor old Priscilla Presley's daughter today, or Elvis's daughter. Really sombre moment, only 54. Lisa Marie, absolutely tragedy, it really is. And nothing safe, is it, these days? Absolutely awful. So condolences to Elvis in the sky there. Not even he could stop that happening. Very, very sad indeed. And there we go. Anyway, onward and upward, we keep going forward and keep trying to keep winning. And I think I've got one here for you. Now, let's just have a look at this a minute. Now, let's just have a little looky look. 3 o'clock at Warwick. Let's take you there for a nice 9 to 1. It's just been put up. 9 to 1. The bookmaker's up nice and early today, and that's what we want. 9 to 1, and then I'm going to give you an 8 to 1. And then I've got this one at Lingfield, which the bookies haven't priced up, but I think it could pop up at about 10s. So you've got 8 to 1, 9 to 1, and 10 to 1 to come. Those three, all in all, come to about 600, 700 to 1 the treble. Can't seem to move this chair at the moment. It's sort of stuck. Anyway, it's great to be with you, and I hope you're glad I'm with you as well, because without each other, what would we do? What would we do? Well, we'd manage, wouldn't we? But, you know, the bottom line is, why should we manage? We want to win. We want to win, pay the gas bill, pay the electric bill, and have a little bit over to treat yourselves and your loved ones to something special. And that's what I'm here to do for you, and I've still got this hair in my eye. And I'm not going to redo the message. I'm in flying mood. I'm in positive mood. I'm in happy mood. Go to the 3 o'clock at Warwick. Let's see what we can do here. Come on. 3 o'clock at Warwick. Come on. Let's lighten up and get stuck into it. The 3 o'clock at Warwick. Number 4 on your card on the floor. It's number 4. I should have been a bingo caller. My mum loved bingo tickets. She had 6 books regular, and sometimes had 12. Went like that. Before the old dobber, they'd dob them things on there. So 6 books and circles on one and rubbed out the other. I have no idea how she'd done that. She never called house though, because she missed everyone. But no, she didn't. She was a good bingo player, professional bingo player. Not in the word professional, but she actually loved bingo. And I used to go with her to the bingo, and I loved the bingo, and that's why I wanted to become a bingo caller. Doctor's orders number 9 and key of the door 21. So we'll go with on the floor number 4. It's number 4, Lord du Mesnil, trained by Richard Hobson and ridden by Paul O'Brien. A very, very abstract, obscure combination, but make no mistake about it, Lord du Mesnil can pop up and win. Likes to go for the front, and I think this track at Warwick's going to suit this horse in this 14-runner race. And what will suit it is the 3-mile, 5-furlong extended trip. It does stay longer than the mother-in-law. That's an old one, isn't it? The old Les Dawson one there. But 3-mile, 5-furlong and heavy ground, they're going to come home strung out like washing. But Lord du Mesnil, I think, will be right at the front of it, and really does stay and stay and stay. And it's going to take a lot of stamina this race beyond belief. And Lord du Mesnil's got that. So I'm going for it, and he likes the heavy ground as well. And I'll be very disappointed if this horse isn't in the 3, and I'll be surprised. I will be a little bit surprised if it doesn't pop up and win. Number 4, Lord du Mesnil. 3 o'clock at Warwick, second bet of the day, no conferring. Your starters for 10, as Bamba said. Bamba Gascoigne, yours starter for 10. Number 4, Lord du Mesnil, second bet of the day after Deere Mark has won, hopefully, the 350 at Kempton, which leaves 2 more bets to come, the 307 at Wetherby and the 330 at Lingfield. So they're all about 3 o'clock. We've got one in the 3 o'clock, Lord du Mesnil. It's 307 at Wetherby coming up next, right now. And then 3:30 at Lingfield. So within a half an hour, we're either hit the jackpot or we're, back to Jeff Stelling on the football scores. But seriously, I think we're going to have a good day. I really like these 3. There was no bets yesterday, but that don't matter, because I'm coming in loud and clear for you. Loud and clear today on ready for Saturday's action. Okay, so let's get rocking and rolling to the payout counter again in the 307 at Wetherby. Now I'm just going to turn to this race because I just want to make sure they're all going and everything's right. They are. And this one is currently 8-1 to your Oak and Ash, the old cash. 307 at Weatherby. And Weatherby's been very, very good to me. It was when we had a big horse called Sheriff Garrett a couple of weeks ago, which won at 14-1. That was one of my snowball players' bets there. And I can tell you, also banged it on the free of charge as a bonus bet. But listen, this can win. It's number 2. It's called Cash to Ash. That's it. Cash to Ash, trained by Mark Walford and ridden by Tom Midgley. Well, it runs off a mark of 120 in a 0 to 120 handicap hurdle in the soft ground, handicap chase, I beg your pardon, in the soft ground at Weatherby in North Yorkshire, and that's going to be absolutely cock on. No doubt about it. Ran really well last time out, although it was only 8th of 15. Being serious now, it didn't really tell the whole story. Young amateur rider Mr. Paddy Barlow rode it, and no disrespect to Paddy Barlow, Tom Midgley's taking over, and a valuable £5 claim arrears, and this also dropped £1 and gets into this race quite lenient, I think, and Cash to Ash is certainly one to be on, no question about it. The last time it ran was in a 0 to 130 handicap chase, and the time before that was a 0 to 140 handicap chase, and now on Saturday it goes in a 0 to 120 handicap chase with your reunited jockey Tom Midgley, who rode it 3 outings ago at this track, Weatherby, when it finished 2nd of 10, off the same mark. So it all adds up to a really good run, this one, from Cash the Ash, whose form figures of 6-8, 0-0, the last 2 runs, as I say, don't really tell the whole story. It was up in grade and things weren't quite right for it. But everything seems cock on, spit spot tomorrow for number 2, Cash to Ash, in the 307 at Weatherby, which leaves 1 horse to go. And let's march to it now, quick march, to the 3:30 at Lingfield Park. Once I've given you this, my next time I shall be with you is on Saturday night, SATURDAY, Saturday night, and that will be for Sunday's action, all right? So make a date with me, whatever you do, because on Sunday I have already got one lined up I need to tell you about, I will tell you about, and I want to tell you about. So let's talk again then. But one more to go right now on this bulletin, newscast, videocast. In the 3:30 at Lingfield, don't miss this one, whatever you do. This is a very, very interesting horse, which has not much form to its name. Its form figures, let me just read these to you, are 655, 55405. I always joke about it and tell you it's the phone number to the hot dog man next to the weighing room. It gets all the whispers and the secret information. But this horse, 655 405. You never know who's going to pick up the phone up, do you? It could be Interflora. Number 5, it's called Navy Drums. Now then, there's one for you. All those 0s and 5s and 6s and everything else. 655 405. And it's actually number 5. So and it's a 5-year-old. Let's hope it don't come 5th. That's the old Bernard Manning joke, isn't it? Come 5th. Well, I don't think it will come 5th. I think it'll be in the frame. I think it might win. It's number 5. It's called Navy Drums. Forget about all the runs it's had. It's gone off at 16-1, 9-1, 20-1, 8-1, and 18-1. I think it might win on Saturday, and I think it could be a really good price as well. A lot to recommend it. It's trained by Jack Jones, not the singer, the trainer, and a very promising one, and ridden by Dylan Hogan. Now then, Hogan and Jones. I think they won Opportunity Knocks about 33 years ago when Huey Green was on the stage. We want to hear it. Number 5, that Milliken and Nesbitt, I think it was. Milliken and Nesbitt, the 2 miners. Does anyone remember Milliken and Nesbitt? And what happened to them? Apart from being in the Poundland shop now with KTEL Records. KTEL Records. Number 5, Navy Drums. Seriously, big chance that. And remember who told you. I've tipped more big price winners on YouTube than any man breathing, and I'm still banging them in from all angles. Don't you worry about that. And this one could be another. Number 5, Navy Drums. No form to its name. Should be a real big price. It's dropped £2 in the weights. It's running in a stinking 0 to 52 handicap, which won't take that much winning. And I think Navy Drums could pop up. Raced in a 0 to 60 last time out. Used to be trained by Robert Cowell. But I think that Navy Drums, stepping up in trip to 7 furlongs, Cowell never did that. He was running over 5 and 6. But this horse has got the breeding. It was by Super Saver, who's a long distance horse, and Jack Jones has put it up in trip. It's trying 7 for the first time, and that could be the key here. It could be the key. It might not be, but it could be. And if it is, it'll probably win at 12-1 or something like that. So number 5, Navy Drums. There we go. That's your lot. As Jimmy Wheeler said, aye, aye, that's your lot. Great chance. Brilliant chances. I'll see you at 6 tomorrow night. Don't be late. And as I always say, go get 'em.